What's up, family? We back at it. Day 21. As you can see, if you can't hear it, we on Bible study, but we still got to get it in. So, with that, you're gonna hear Bible study, but we in here. We just gonna do arms today, but that's just what it is today. Let's lock in. Whew. It's something that really means something to you. Like you hold this, like Mama Sue said, in value. So it mean the world to you. You said how bad it can be when you fail the mission.
We can see that God gave them a really important mission that had real consequences if they didn't fulfill it.
Right. Yeah, it can be it's real bad, because not only do you not become the light that he wanted you to gather the nations, and like you said, once you can become like them. And in profaning his name, people don't, when you misrepresent him, now you done now turned yourself to be in the hands of an angry God. So now not only did you not do what he wanted to do, so he's angry with you that you didn't finish the mission, which would have brought the people that he's trying to save. But now, because I didn't invested so much in you, and you knew the consequences because I read you the full contract, is now you turn yourself over to the things, the other half of that contract that I gave you, which was if you don't fulfill it, here is what I'm going to do, because he spoke it plainly.
Beautifully said, my brother. Thank you for that, Pastor Derek. For this reason right here, bro, I'm going to read Ezekiel 3, verses 18 and 19. This is why this is important. When I say to a wicked person, you surely die, if you do not warn them or speak out to dissuade them from their evil ways in order to save their lives, that wicked person will die for their sin, but I will hold you accountable for their blood. If you do warn the wicked person and do not turn from their wickedness or from their evil ways, they will die for their sins, but you have saved yourself. It's the important part of other people. When you're not being that light, you're not doing what he told you to do, or doing, you're putting the risk of the other people not hearing what God sent you to go tell them. If Jonah doesn't go to Nineveh, they don't get the opportunity to repent, to stop what was coming their way, and that's the important. You're risking people's lives. Very serious matter, y'all. It's a very serious matter when you not only put yourself at risk, but you put others at risk. God chose you. It would have gone to build the ark. What if Jesus didn't go to the cross? But because Israel didn't have that light, God had to go from plan A. Plan B. But there's still lifelong effects that we can see even to this day. If you look from back then,
Consistency, baby. I'm gonna finish up this Bible study. Be strong. We'll be back tomorrow.